From the Lancaster National Soccer Center, this is the 2009 Far West Regionals. So shift colors, we're underway for all you sailors out there past and present. This match in the boys under 13 category is going to feature the Maui United Soccer Club and the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96. Both teams are about ready to set up alongside each other. The center ref and two linesmen in the middle, and they will present themselves to their parents in the crowd here, and then we will get underway. And in just a moment, after they do that, we'll start the starting lineups. All right, let's get the lineups for both teams. As you see, as I just mentioned, they're coming to present themselves to the parents. Again, these are teams that have won their region, and here they are in Region 4. In the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96 and the Maui United Soccer Club in red and black. For the Maui United Soccer Club, their keeper will be Korin Yamamoto. Number 2 will be A.J. Owen. Number 4 is Rick Costco. Number 5 is Austin Gibson. Number 6 is Nicholas Lawrence. Number 7 is Daniel Quinga. Number 10 is Jaron Otani. Number 12 is Joaquin Navarro Bonilla. Number 13 is Mitchell Mars. Number 15 is Isai Baroza. Number 14 is Reese Lindio. Number 18 is Kahili Arroyan. Number 19 is Nash Wuthridge. Number 21 is Matthew Ferranda. Number 26 is Blake Hooser. And 31 is Logan Whitney. The head coach is Fred Guzman, and the assistant coach is Alex Rodriguez. And a man who wished he could be here today is Cole Horton. Now let's get the lineups for the Scottsdale Blackhawks. The keeper will be Chase Bischoff. Number 1 is Philip Morix. Number 3 at forward is Grant Lillard. Number 4 at forward is Cal Kendrick. Number 5 at defender is Clayton Kiggins. Number 6 at midfield is Simon Gutkin. Number 7 at defender is Tyler Gottberer. Number 8 at defender is Zachary Scherer. Number 9 at defender is Ryan Opila. Number 11 is going to be Lorenzo Belhausen. Number 10 is Grant Belon. Number 12 at midfield is Tyler Dial. Number 13 at forward is Adam Mosharfa. Number 14 at forward is Luis Lopez. Number 16 at defender is Will Goff. 21 at midfield is Austin Cates. And number 11 is Lorenzo Belhausen. And that's a lineup for the Scottsdale Blackhawks.
Let's go, boys! Early.
The Maui United is going to be going from left to right on your picture screen, and from right to left is going to be the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96. Second game for us today. Here in the first day of action at the beginning of the week of the Far West Regionals, Region 4, toward the National Championships here for 2009 in USYS. The day earlier was had some blue skies and was turned out to be a nice warm day with a not too bad of a breeze, but the breeze has picked up and the clouds have come in full time. So that ball is kicked out of play, and the breeze is working midfield or widthwise across the field, so that's what the players will have to deal with out there on the field. The Blackhawks, after the throw-in, trying to get something going here. Greg G.K. Porter, as I am. Happy to be with you with George Langevin for LangevinProductions.com. Lillard a touch. And he got an offsides call. And now Maui United will get their opportunity to get into the attacking, or at least in the defensive half of the Blackhawks of Scottsdale. Pretty much figure it out. Scottsdale Blackhawks from Arizona and Maui United from the great state of Hawaii, the island of Maui. And that ball pushed toward the attacking third, and Maui United had to retreat back and defend, and now the Scottsdale Blackhawks now going to work it in from the near side. Kiggins pushed that ball toward the 18-yard box, but you got an offside, so the little trap for Maui United has worked out. The keeper, Korin Yamamoto, driving it up to the central and across midfield. And offsides again. So Maui United putting the clamps on Scottsdale Blackhawks so far in the early going here with the offsides traps. Yamamoto has to be careful, has to get back into his to his line there. Ball up in his central now. Otani was looking for somebody there. And the Blackhawks defending in their own defensive third. And now out to the wide. Logan Whitney. Toward the interior now. Lawrence. Nicholas Lawrence. And that ball into the central now.
Nice, there you go.
Out to the wide, and now we have a whistle. Player that we did not mention in the beginning of the contest is Lily Higashino, number 77 on the Maui United Soccer Club. And she's already got some touches early on here. Scottsdale Blackhawks in their half of the field. Down to central. Now here's Higashino. Trying to get a long ball, and down to central. And coming way, way off his line is Bischoff. They ball down to central now and blocked all the way back into their own half of the field, Maui United. They draw it back to Yamamoto. He's going to go off to the left, looking for a teammate there. Ferranda and company down to central now, a touch by Lawrence. And they've got a runner down to central, and he's dispossessed. That was Otani. Otani trying to make a move, and he got dispossessed back there in the 18-yard box. Ferranda, Matthew pushing it up to Whitney. Logan Whitney, and now over there to Otani. And let's see, it's going to go out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Scottsdale Blackhawks. But quickly, as they play well in the back for the Maui United Soccer Club, doing a fine job, not allowing that ball to go deep in their defensive third. Higashino, she went by it, and then now on it is, that was Gillan. Then after it now, Belhausen, Lorenzo, and a long ball. The Blackhawks trying to get a runner into the box, and they do! And a save by Yamamoto at point-blank range. He came way off the line to cut it off. To cut the angle off. Nice save by Yamamoto, the best play of the game as far as the keeper's concerned. And he had to make it that time. Otherwise, the Blackhawks of Scottsdale would lead 1-0. Still 0-0 in the first half. Temperature with the wind chill has brought it down to the 60s. And you got people bundled up today. Lancaster National Soccer Center, Region 4, the Far West Regionals. All great teams, over 200 teams. Last year, this tournament was in Hawaii. And that ball, let's see what the call is going to be. It's going to be a foul, I believe. No, it wasn't. It was on. It's tough to see that far side touch line, and so it's going to be a throw-in. Towards the Central now. And getting that ball is Clayton Kiggins and pushing it up. The Central trying to get somebody to run onto it. And you got a foul there in the Central. And Scottsdale Blackhawks going to try to get the attack going again. They got the closest shot towards a goal so far in the contest. Onsides play here. After it is Galan. Galan still on it. Galan still on it. Into the box. Galan finds a teammate. Strikes it again. And he just missed it. But it was an offsides call. Grant Galan now. And a free kick by Yamamoto. Long ball. Yamamoto coming way off his line, and he's still in the box, able to pick it up. And let's see which direction he decides to go for Maui United. Straight down to Central. Nash, Wuthridge, and that ball in the box. And doing a fine job, Chase Bischoff, of not touching that soccer ball, knowing where he's at, where that soccer ball is at. On the near side, it goes out of play. 0-0 your score here in the afternoon, one that turned much, much cooler than expected up here in Lancaster. Kind of a storm type situation. No precipitation yet, but there's possibility there could be. At least they forecasted that in the afternoon, late afternoon. But so far, no precipitation. Toward the 6-yard box, trying to get somebody to run onto it. As Lily Higashino directing that ball over there toward the keeper. And she has had some good strikes in this contest so far from Maui United. Grant Lillard. And the touch by Tyler Dial, and then to the wide side. Lawson, Lorenzo. He's number 11 out there in the area. Opila. Winning it is Whitney. Got a player in the Central, but dispossessed. And Scottsdale Blackhawks now with the soccer ball. Bringing it out there was Grant Lillard, and he was marked pretty heavily. They didn't allow Lillard to go any further. They throw it in though.
Good call.
Grant Galan.
Go Grant. Go boy.
They like to call him Carlos. has a nickname. Galan. Set piece try here, and could be a very good one. Or no, actually, that was Luis Lopez. And on the backside, they got a strike, but let's see what the call is. Corner kick. It went past the goal line. Lastly touched out by Maui United, and it's now going to be a set piece, a corner kick set piece. Galan is going to take it. So Galan and Luis Lopez here on a couple of set pieces in a row. Galan now, line drive, and it goes in the back of the net. Go! Go, 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 1-0. The Scottsdale Blackhawks put one in the back of the net. And that is our first goal here in the Far West Regionals, Region 4 of the National Championships for USYS.
Who got that?
And we'll let you know who scored that goal in just a moment. It was mainly an own goal, and we'll find out who gets credit for that one. Lily Higashino. And in their own half. Scottsdale Blackhawks winning it, sending it up to midfield now. And here's Costco. Costco down to central, trying to get a runner onto it, but it had too much pace on there. And Bischoff able to handle it on a couple of bounces, drives it down. And on the near side, here comes the Blackhawks. And it's Grant Galan again. Galan has been instrumental in playmaking here as he got that CK, and it bounced off of one of the defenders of Maui United and went in the back of the net. And now they got a long ball. He's onside here. Here's Nicholas Lawrence. He puts it up and he just missed the top side of the net. A little bit too high, and Lawrence was all alone, and he almost tied the game. He just missed it. And action in the first half been very exciting so far, up and down. It is still 1-0. Scottsdale Blackhawks 96 lead. And here with a goal kick right now in their own half of the field. You're watching boys under 13 action. Even though in this particular case, there is a girl on this Maui United team. And she's good enough to play with him, so that's why she's on their team. Higashino drawing it back to Wuthridge. And on the near side, it's driven out by Clayton Kiggins. Wuthridge looking for a teammate there. Higashino up into the air, the 50-50 ball, but the Scottsdale Blackhawks come out with it ahead of Nicholas Lawrence and push it all the way down the field, but their runner that time, and Adam Moshar Rafa was not able to get it. Moshar Rafa. It goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Still 1-0. Scottsdale Blackhawks 96 lead. Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on the camera for LangevinProductions.com. Here in the Far West Regionals, Region 4, the National Championships for USYS. Trying to get that McGuire Cup. That's what they're trying to do in this tournament. The second to last leg of it, the James McGuire Trophy, the oldest trophy in youth sports dating back to 1935. 74th anniversary this year. Here is Yamamoto driving across midfield. We'll be talking about who won each division, the age bracket last year as champions in Region 4. The boys under 12 last year, won by WCFC, West Coast Football Club, in the boys under 12. And the girls under 12, it was the Mustang Fury. The boys under 13, it was Colorado Rush, playing the ISC Strikers, and the Strikers won the championship in the boys under 13. And then, of course, the girls under 13 last year was the SC Blues. We got a substitution now as Higashino's going to go out for Maui United. And we'll pick up the age bracket of 14 and on later on. Throwing it in now. Kiggins.
Number 12 is in red.
And Joaquin Navarro Bonilla is into the contest now for Maui United. Nearly a goal that time, just missed. Mosharafa. Nice try that time by Adam. Yamamoto getting it up to midfield. Kiggins with a strike. Kiggins again. Down to central on the near side. It's Galan chasing it down. He runs out of real estate on the near side. Maui United will throw it in. They are down in this contest 1-0. Across midfield, and almost a dangerous, almost a yellow card. Nicholas Lawrence had his leg up there too high. Fortunately for him, he did not hit the other player. Nash Ruthridge. And he was the guy throwing it in, and on their own defensive half, Reese Lindio number 14, playing well into space. Wuthridge now on it. And Ruthridge gets Navarro Bonilla to help him out. Joaquin in the space. Going to be substitutions for Maui United. They're going to get another fresh player in. It looked like A.J. Owen comes out of the contest. And a throw in on the near side. Remember, if we don't get the actual number that comes in, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball in the 18-yard box. Number of players there for the black, and it couldn't get to it. So the red come out with it in Maui United. Nicholas Lawrence, and Lawrence pass intercepted in the central, and now they quickly get a counterattack going, and he overran a soccer ball that was Sarafa, and was it an offsides call or was it a goal? It was offsides call. Just a little bit anxious to get to that soccer ball behind the defender. The Blackhawks of Scottsdale. Yamamoto in a half circle of his 18-yard box. After the free kick. Otani. And here comes Scottsdale Blackhawks. They're onside this time, but Yamamoto comes out and makes a save. Oh, he showed his courage that time. It was probably the tallest player out there on the field bearing down on him, but he made the save anyway. Yeah, that was Grant Lillard, who's coming down to try to put one in the back of the net. And Yamamoto's played well so far and kept this game to 1-0. Remember, he made a great save early on. Here's Lillard, try again. Lillard in the box. Lillard left foot's in the goal! No! It hit the corner of the post. Oh, that time the post robbed him. As Lillard looked like he put one in the back of the net to give him a 2-0 lead. And that ball just caromed to the back post and wound outside of the net. So it is still 1-0. Lillard had some great tries now here in the last minute. But the posts working for Yamamoto, and he's doing his work himself. Keeping it a 1-0 game. Trying to get some attackers to do something in the attacking third. That ball goes out of play. Wuthridge will throw it in. Wuthridge throws it in, and two players going down, and it's going to be a throw-in, no foul on the play. The Blackhawks in their own defensive third, they throw it up, pushing it back. Now there's your foul. And quickly, here's Lillard again. Lillard tripped outside the box, and it goes out of play. That was close for Maui United, nearly a trip inside the box, and you know what that results in? A penalty shot. And Lillard would have indeed had the great chance again to try to score. But they got that quick restart after the foul going, and Lillard taking advantage of it. And it created a lot of problems that time for Maui United up in the air, but Yamamoto has time and space, and he's able to handle this one. Sends it out to the left side.
Let's go, boys!
1-0 your score here in the first half of action. The LSC, Lancaster National Soccer Center. Or LNS, I should say. LNSC. Let's go with the boys under 14 action, as I mentioned. The champions from Region 4 last year, the Arsenal FC. And on the girls' side, it was the San Juan Spirits who beat the Crossfire Premier. In the age of 15, it was the Arsenal FC and the Valley United Stars, and the Stars were able, as you have a save by Chase Bischoff. And now you have also a substitution in Will Goff. And a foul in the Central. The Slammers FC and the girls under 15, they were the champions on the 15 age category. We'll continue on with that later on. Coming in right there, Clayton Kiggins, and Kiggins deciding to drive that ball. He was hoping for somebody to be able to run onto it, but that wasn't going to happen. Now Kiggins has to retreat back along with his teammate there, Shearer. Navarro Bonilla. And as they push him back, however, on it now is Lopez looking for Lillard. He beats the defender. The goal! Go, 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 Lillard showing his speed and determination, and he gets the goal. And it's not an own goal this time, it's Lillard's goal. And he gives his team a 2-0 lead. All that hard work so far in the game has paid off for Lillard. And his team leads 2-0. And in soccer, that is a huge lead. But it doesn't mean that they're going to win the contest yet. Still plenty of time for Maui United. to try to get something going, but we're getting close to the end of the first half. And that ball goes out of play on the near side. But if Maui United is to come back in this match, they've got to find a way to deal with Lillard because he's starting to create problems for him. And on the near side, it goes out of play. Scottsdale Blackhawks looking for Lillard again, and Wuthridge knocks it out. And on it now is Kiggins. He sends it down to Central. Here's Lillard again. He's goal! 3-0. Lillard is creating a problem, and he's got two of them. And his team has 3 goals in the match.
You can do it, United! Pull together, you can do it!
He's taking a rest.
And Lillard is going to come out. And they're going to bring in another player in. But so far, he's got 2 goals. And his head coach deciding to give him a breather, as that is a very comfortable lead here, especially as we are down towards the last few minutes of the first half. But Maui United going to try and see what they can do to maybe sneak one in, maybe why Lillard is sitting down, and get one in the back of the net. On the near side, it's going to be a throw-in. Joaquin Navarro Bonilla going to throw it in. Bonilla throws it in the attacking third. Now he strikes the left foot, and that ball kind of caroms off the hand that time of Lopez. It'll be a free kick. Otani now setting it up for the free kick. Gonna have to battle the wind. Maui United would love to try to get one in the back of the net here to kind of cut this lead down, as they have been off the board so far. It's right at the keeper, and Bishop is able to make the save. He was able to see that one all the way, and he made the save. Going to be a free kick now for the Blackhawks in their own half of the field, with a comfortable lead here in the first half. What adjustments would a head coach Fred Guzman make at halftime to try and deal with Lillard and try and get some offense going in the second half? As you know, in the world of soccer, it can be a tale of 2 halves. And especially with this scenario of the win. Scottsdale Blackhawks, though, gotta feel comfortable about the body of work they did in the first half, with 3 goals on the board. And now a substitution as Navarro Bonilla, Joaquin, comes out, and they're gonna get a fresh player in. Scottsdale Blackhawks scoring the 3 goals that really helps you out in this tournament. You put a bunch of goals on the board. And coming in back is Lily Higashino. The throw in. Higashino has been instrumental in some good passes in the first half. On the near side, and that ball goes out of play. So the Blackhawks now are going to give way because it's going to be a throw-in by Maui United. But in the space, an intercept by Gutkin, and in now intercepted. And here's Higashino. And intercepting at that time was Luis Lopez. Nice dispossess. And Lopez now wants to switch it. On a diagonal pass, trying to get somebody to possess it on the far side. They can't. Or down to Central, and now they do. with Austin Cates. Cates' pass, too much pace on it that time. He was looking for Cal Kendrick, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Maui United, down in the match, 3-0. Got substitutions coming in. And remember, we will touch them as they touch that soccer ball. Kendrick going to throw it in. Or take that back, that's Casco. Casco throwing it in. Quinga, a header, trying to get somebody to run onto it. Toward the 18-yard box, and they push it out of there quickly. Blake Hooser in the central, now going to go out to the wide, and he's got a runner out there, Arroyan, and Arroyan dispossessed. They bring it back on their counterattack to the Scottsdale Blackhawks. Guy Barrera, he hit that soccer ball off of somebody, and now his teammate gets a long ball all the way down, but way too much pace on it for Mo Sharafa. All the way down to central. Retreating back off the header was Shearer, pushing it out to the wide, and it's now going to be a throw-in from Maui United. They're going to give way to Rick Costco, and Costco going to look for somebody and see what he can try to do to get it in that box. Casco trying to find somebody on the near side. Getting up there is Otani, and they do have a strike, and it goes right there to Bischoff, and he makes the save. So they do get something out of that little play. And Bischoff has to make the save. Couple of bounces. Center ref will be looking at his watch pretty soon for that double whistle at halftime. Lindio, they try to get it a good quality play, but that time they're not going to get one. Let's see what we got. Substitution. There's a player down. It is 3-0 Scottsdale Blackhawks over Maui United Soccer Club. And head coach Fred Guzman. That's either Fred or Alex taking the player off. And you get a fresh player into the contest. You mention them as they touch that soccer ball to throw in. Quinga gets it to Otani. Otani trying to take another step, and he just couldn't. However, Costco, the Quinga, but they can't possess it any longer. And Wuthridge went by it, and it goes out of play now on the near side as Reese Lindio was chasing it down. And a substitution coming in now. And on the near side, Higashino. And they win it, but down to central now, the Scottsdale Blackhawks have it. They draw it back over to Gutkin, but intercepted and back the other way. Here's Mitchell Mars. Mars on a soccer ball. Mars still protecting, draws it back. Now he gets it over to Otani, and shot by Quinga is intercepted. But they have another player run onto it that time, and that was Hooser, and it's going to roll outside of the field of play this time on the near side. And so Nash, Wuthridge is going to throw it in. Wuthridge throws it in, and it's intercepted. Coming into space, there was Otani, but he didn't get to it. And now here's Quinga. Quinga gets it to his teammate, but he is double teamed. They take it away, the Blackhawks do, and send it back across midfield. And here's a double whistle, and that is the end of the first half of action. And what a half it was for the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96 team as they put 3 up on a board, and they lead 3-0 over Maui United Soccer Club. Stick with us. You'll be seeing what the coaches are saying to their players at halftime, and then we'll be back with the second half of this Far West Regionals bracket. Boys under 13, Region 4. Region 4, the Far West region. Championships of the U.S. Youth Soccer here at the Lancaster National Soccer Center in Lancaster, California. Still no precipitation. We've been lucky. Going from left to right, the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96. And from right to left, the visitors from Hawaii, Maui United Soccer Club. And they are down 3-0. An own goal is one credited goal against them, and then two by Grant Lillard in the first half. Adam Burke's ball club, along with assistant Mick Reevy, leading 3-0. There's a change at the keeper position in the second half for the Scottsdale Blackhawks. As you see, it's Philip Maurikas. So Maurikas is the keeper in the second half, as Bischoff doing a fine job. Out on the near side, that ball goes out of play. The Scottsdale Blackhawks in their own half of the field. Or I should say the defensive half of the Maui United, looking for Lillard at his central, they just missed him. Ball carried him the other way, or bended the other way, as Lillard was, his body was heading forward and it went behind him. And you know what they're trying to do, continue to get it, feed him the soccer ball, because he's been very dangerous. They have no answer for him. And now here is Luis Lopez. Lopez now over to Lillard, and he tries to go back to Lopez, and he struck that ball right behind him. So it's a giveaway that time. And it's going to be a goal kick from the 6-yard box. Let's see if Fred Guzman and Alex Rodriguez have something for the Scottsdale Blackhawks here in the second half to try to get something on the board. Mosharafa and company now. And that ball is Galan in a box. Try to get it over to Lopez, and a intended strike was intercepted. And on the near side, it's going to be a throw-in for Maui United.
Stay focused, Daniel. Stay focused, boy. Stay focused.
Going to be a throw-in for Maui United, the state champions here in Region 4 from the state of Hawaii, trying to get back into this match. Down by 3 big goals by that guy, 2 of them. Lillard, and nice play as he covers for his teammate Reese Lindio coming over there. Number 14, Lopez gets it started on a corner kick, and he's got a teammate in it, headed it up back of the net. That's just a beautiful play by the Blackhawks. And number 10, Greg Galan, over to his teammate Lillard, and he headed it in the back of the net. Right on the top. They put it up high enough, and Lillard didn't have to jump up or anything, and he just headed it in the back of the net. And in the world of hockey, they call that the hat trick. He's got 3 goals. 4-0. Cole Horton would love that if he was out here playing with his teammates. A forward. He's not here today. And on the near side, that ball goes out of play. And again, it's Scottsdale Blackhawks trying to add more, and they have another opportunity here in the attacking third. Into the corner. And since it was knocked out by Maui United, it's going to be ACK. Grant Galan is going to take it. Galan, he of the red cleats. Undoubtedly, he's going to be looking for the other guy in red cleats. Lillard. Lillard comes toward the ball, but a save by Yamamoto. And he gets up and doesn't allow a rebound for Lillard or anybody else to get to it. Making the save, pushing it out in their own defensive half, trying to get something going upfield. As they in the second half here, in the minutes here in the second half, have had to play defense a lot. In a corner, the bending ball into the 18-yard box, and they win it. And there's a call. Going to be a free kick taken by Yamamoto, and he drives it all the way down. That time he was looking for Logan Whitney. It didn't get to him, but now here's Whitney. Whitney on the near side. Whitney being marked on that near side. He's being marked by Balhausen, that is. And then Whitney able to thread a pass into the box, and he didn't get his teammate to be able to handle it. I believe that was Otani in their box. It is. He had the lime green cleats. And they get the counterattack going, a free kick. Here's Lillard. Lillard drops it off. And it's central. You've got a teammate there, and that's Tyler Dial. And on the far side, that ball driven as they switch it. And running onto it now is Mosharafa into the 18-yard box, routed back there by Reese Lindio to his keeper Yamamoto. And now here is Whitney. Whitney on the near side to Owen, and they couldn't get anything going. They give it up, the throw-in. Coming on over is Ferronda. Driven back now. In its central. Staying after it is Daniel Quinga. And to the outside. Gibson was trying to do something with it. He goes after it again. Nice hustle. And that ball is sent out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. And it looks like it's going to be Zachary Shearer as a free kick. 4-0 you scored. And a free kick now for the Scottsdale Blackhawks. Toward the 18-yard box. Pushed out of there. There's Higashino. And then to the outside, Baroza. Isai Baroza. Going to be a free kick. Yamamoto's going to drive it. Drives it low and it gets intercepted. Luis Lopez and company back the other way on our counter. Retreating back. Got some of the red shirts on the near side. Collecting it there is Casco. To the interior to his teammate. He almost got dispossessed for Ronda. And he draws, if they draw it back to Yamamoto off the foot of Lindio. And over to Otani. And over to Whitney. Whitney on a long ball to the near side with Owen. And he ran out of real estate on the near side. A.J. Owen trying to make a move. They had something going there. Gonna throw it in. Remember, they're state champions. They can do some things to you if you're not paying attention, or even if you are paying attention. The Scottsdale Blackhawks on Yamamoto, and he makes a save! And that's one of the big reasons why they won a state championship. It's Yamamoto in the net. He has played very well to keep this anywhere near a possibility of getting a tie or a win out of the game. Another big try that last time, thwarted by Yamamoto. And here they come down with Lopez, down at Central. And they work it over. Down to Central again, they're in the box. And the defenders do a fine job of getting it out of the 18-yard box for Maui United. And a foul, and so they'll have a free kick. Free kick now. And Yamamoto usually does the free kicks. At least in his own half of the field he does them. Don't want to go any further, because that could really be dangerous. In the boys under 16 category, Real SoCal Blue beating FC Barcelona 2-0. They were the champions of Region 4 last year. And on the girls' side, it was the SC Blues winning 3-0 over Real SoCal. They won the championship in the girls under 16. And it's Central now coming out with it. There is Lindio. But again, their pass intercepted as it dispossessed from Otani. And Yamamoto has it, and then he hits it off of Lillard. And that could have been really dangerous if Lillard intercepts it right there. Yamamoto's strike was so hard, there was no chance. On the near side, you got A.J. Owen. Owen looking for Logan Whitney, and Whitney didn't do anything with it. This is intercepted off the back of his head, but now here's Whitney, and he places a beautiful ball, but just getting back there in time that time was Ryan Opila. Ryan, the defender, got back to that soccer ball as it looked like it was going to be a good ball. But Opila said, no, you don't. Try to loop it over my head and try to see if you can get something on the net. I'm going to get back and intercept that soccer ball. And the Maui United Soccer Club getting a fresh player in as Austin Gibson leaves the contest. And on the near side, they throw it in to Logan Whitney. Whitney having trouble in the corner, and it's going to be a throw-in for Scottsdale Blackhawks deep in their own defensive third. Another substitution now is going to come in. And this time Scottsdale is going to do the honors. Check that Tyler Dial is coming out of the contest. Dial is coming out. And we'll see who comes in. And it looks like 21, Austin Cates is into the contest. Midfield type, Cates. And Cates gets a soccer ball strike. And a few tries for a strike again. But in the box there, Otani falls down, but no foul. And now they're still trying to keep it in the defensive half. But Costco missed it. And now running onto it that time was Baroza. Isai to Higashino. And then now in the central, coming up there was Jaron Otani. And a foul against the Blackhawks. So Otani, he had the lime cleats. An opportunity to try to get it into the 18-yard box and try to do something against Marikas. Philip Marikas, who hasn't had to worry about too much since he's come in here in the second half. Retreating back, Blake Hooser. And Hooser wants to switch it the far side, but it's intercepted over there. And Lillard drops it off to his teammate. And that'd be Lopez. And Lopez now into the box, but Yamamoto has it. No problem there, protecting the near post. Working our way to the midway point of the second half. There's Whitney. Whitney touches it again, but they play on as they continue their passing game. Looking for Lillard. You know, Lillard's got the size. Lillard's got a little space. Lillard is in the box. They dispossess him. He's still in the box. And they get it over to Lopez. Lopez still after it. And they take a shot and a goal. It wound up on the foot of Simon Gutkin, and he scores the goal. The fifth one of the contest. Gutkin. And they get a correction on that name, a pronunciation of that name is Simone Gutkin. So Simone Gutkin getting a goal along with Grant Lillard, who has a hat trick. And in the own goal to make it 5 for the Blackhawks 96 of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Special thanks to our sponsors today.
And special thanks to the sponsors today.
The Horton family.
And the Horton family.
The Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks, I guess they're involved in this one.
And Budweiser.
In the 18-yard box. If you didn't know where the Diamondbacks are, they're over there in Phoenix, Arizona. And this Arizona team has been tough, but so is Yamamoto going to the ground to make a save on Lillard. Trying to go for his 4th goal of the game. And he was robbed by Yamamoto on the low side, protecting the post. It was 3-0 at halftime, and it is now 5-0. And Lillard, who scored 3 goals himself in this contest, is coming out. And he may not come back in. He had another chance to put a 4th one in. You'll never hardly see that in soccer. But, and in fact, George tells me that you haven't seen it in George Langevin Productions either, LangevinProductions.com. So, Lillard doing some things that you don't too often see in youth soccer, and definitely not at this competitive age. And along this competitive structure, but today he does something that hopefully he won't have to say to himself, I wish I could have saved a couple of those down the road towards trying to win Region 4 and go on to the national championships. But we'll see. Lopez and company. Trying to keep it going here. Mo Sharafa. That ball going and nearly dangerous play on the far side. Lily Higashino. Is she going to take the free kick? We got substitutions, and we'll mention them, of course, as they touch that soccer ball. We don't mention them right away. Fresh players coming in for the men in black today. And for the men in red and black. Plus one young lady in Higashino. Higashino into the 18-yard box and just couldn't get somebody to strike it. And they're still staying after it. Higashino has made some good passes in this contest and just trying to get somebody to thread the needle towards getting it in the back of the net. Lopez to the wide side on the intercept now. On a counter. And a couple players going down. And the Scottsdale Blackhawks player is down right now, as he had a big collision that time. And that is Will Goff. And he's going to get up, but that one's smart, so no doubt about that. On a free kick, Reese Lindio winning it. And over into the far side, going after that soccer ball. Otani, Higashino down at central. Just couldn't quite find somebody to run onto it. And in the far side, Cal Kendrick. They want to switch it to the interior, and they have time and space there. And they work it out to the wide now. And that's Belasin, who's going after it, and let's see what you got. Lorenzo Belasin, number 11 in the all black, white numbers, Scottsdale Blackhawks. He strikes it now. Belasin coming into the space again. Now this time he's got Lopez. He's dangerous. Lopez now on a wide of the box. It's knocked out. It's going to be a corner kick. Lopez going to set it up. Going to be going against the wind, so he just does a short kick. And his teammate tries to bend it, and there's Yamamoto. You know, he's going to be aware of where that soccer ball is going, and he picks it up quickly, gets his slingshot down across midfield. And Maui United not worried about the score at this point, just trying to do something to get something back in the net, just trying to get their game going. It is only the first day bracket play, so things aren't over with for them in this tournament. They could still learn a lot and gain a lot. Lindio and company intercepting that soccer ball over to Lawrence. And on the wide side, Lawrence still trying to get after it. And it goes out of play. Lastly knocked out by Shearer. Shearer pushed in the back, and there wasn't a call. Center ref didn't see it. Higashino is going to throw it in. And Lily will have to wait for one of the Blackhawks substitutions to come in, and looks like Lillard is coming back in.
Maybe get the most goals to
Somebody mentioned that Oh, it was George that mentioned that he could get the most goals ever in a game. Oh, a shot right on, and Maurikas is able to reach up in the air and rob a potential goal that time. Nearly a 5-1 score. A corner kick. The bending ball. They got somebody in the central. Just could not do anything with it. Ferranda drawing it back, and that's a Hoosier in the box. And trying to get somebody to run onto it again is Lawrence. They got a player on the outside, and Lillard in the central is able to get it out of there. Ferranda, and seemed like they have more of an attack here, and now they're going to have to retreat back as they played around in that 18-yard box quite a bit against the Blackhawks. And now the Blackhawks get a counterattack going. They got a runner there, and Cates draws it out to the wide. Cates still on a soccer ball, left foots it back to his teammate there, Lawson, and back to Cates. They work a give and go. Now to Lopez. Lopez stepping around. Lopez still in the box. Lopez still on a soccer ball. And he tried to get it to his teammate that time, Gutkin. Simone, he scored one goal already, and then a blast. And it is by the net. Substitutions now for Maui United and for Scottsdale Blackhawks. Both teams on the substitution trail here, getting fresh players in. Grant Gallon. Remember, we'll mention those players that come in as they touch that soccer ball. Yamamoto making a save. You got wholesale substitutions. Players do not have their numbers on the front. Tough to see them at the ground level. You look at the champions last year. And the boys under 17. Diablo Valley Pearl beat the OSC Rage 2-1 to win the championship in that age bracket. And then on the girls' side, it was the Eagles FC who played the Slammers FC, and the Slammers won it in the girls under 17 for Region 4 to go on to the national championships. In the 18-year-old category, the Cisco Toros beat the New Mexico Rush Nike Premier 90 team 2-1. And then on the girls' side, it was the Colorado Rush Nike beating the Slammers 2-1. And then in the 19 age bracket, it was the Sereno 89 white team winning it and going on to the national championships for the boys. And on the girls' side, the only team that had numerous teams in there to win the championship in Region 4, but had one team lose, or one of their age brackets lose, which was the Slammers FC. They went on it in the 19. They lost in the 18-year-old age bracket 2-1, but then in the 19, they won it on the girls' side. And that was your wrap-up for Region 4 last year over in Hawaii. And the teams that went on to the national championship. That was played in Arkansas. The throw-in.
Black is in.
And you have another substitution. Clayton Higgins coming into the contest for the Scottsdale Blackhawks. Lawson going out. Blackhawks gonna throw it in. 6-0 your score. In his space, Galan can't do anything. His alternate number, Otani, was trying to do something. In his space, they have numbers over there on the far side over to Higashino. Higashino now runs into Lillard, and Lillard takes it away, but they get it back. Otani again, dispossessed, and they send it all the way back. 4 players in their own half of the field, and chasing it down first is Blake Hooser. But Lillard intercepts. Lillard puts it up in the air. And basically not looking to try to score. Scottsdale Blackhawks, they've got enough, and they made the most out of this particular day in this match. They have substitutions again. Scottsdale Blackhawks, they get a fresh player in. Ryan Opila coming out.
13 is in, I believe. 13 black.
Adam Mosharafa back into the contest, we believe. From the far side, Maui United throwing it in. They were looking at time for Otani, didn't get it. Higashino does. Draws it back to Hooser. Down at Central. But Lillard has it. Lillard draws it back. Lillard down to Central, and then trying to do something with it was Austin Cates, and he kicked it, and it hit him up in the face there. And he's okay. He's going to stay in, and now down to Central, Nicholas Lawrence, and his pass was intercepted as they stand tall into the top of the 18-yard box. Quinga winning it, but he tried to get it to Lawrence. He didn't get it. Galan, and all the way back into the 18-yard box for Yamamoto. Way off his line, off the left side. Up in the air. The center circle. Galan. Oh, Arroyan trying to stay after it, could not get to it. And nicely done that time by Austin Cates. Got substitutions coming in, and Cates was trying to get that soccer ball in real quick. He's still smarting from hitting himself with that soccer ball. Clayton and Kiggins is going to throw it in after the substitution as Navarro Bonilla goes out. Joaquin, who knows if he'll come back in before this match is over, as it's winding down the last few moments. About 4 or 5 minutes unofficially left to go. Throwing it in. And the near side. There's Cates again. Play a 2-man game with his teammate Gutkin, Simon. Going to be a throw-in. Wuthrich into the 18-yard box. Nobody there. Oh, he actually wanted to go to Yamamoto, his keeper, who has been very instrumental. He's like another defender out there. And he's been taking all the free kicks, trying to get the offense going. Been playing like 2 men out there. Between the pipes, doing a great job. And Higashino takes a shot over the top of the net. She had time and space that time. It took a blast, and it just went over the top of the net. Would have loved to bend that ball lower and see if Marikis could have been able to make the save. And now she's going to come out. Who knows if she'll come back in, but played a fine game in here when she's been in. Trying to make it happen for the red and black. But it's been a tough day towards that action. Down 6-0. Just haven't been able to make the plays. Or keep the soccer ball when they need to. Or be able to keep it away from Lillard,
Number 5.
who's got 3 goals.
5 red new.
Gibson now dropping it back to Lindio. Up in the air. They got a player at the top of the box and just could not do anything with it. That was Mitchell Mars. That ball was playing games with him and he couldn't bring it down. The one with the geometric designs, one of the world's most famous sports. Towards Lillard, he drives it out of play. We had U.S. men's soccer today down in South Africa, the United States men's team. Playing a very good game against Italy in about the 57th minute. Things started to change after that. They got a red card and ended up losing it 3-1. In the 18-yard box, Wuthridge. Not in a hurry to do anything. Is the Blackhawks. They can just play defense. They're not worried about offense here. Just don't want to get one in the back of the net. And if you're Maui United Soccer Club, you're still trying to work towards getting it in the back of the net. Lillard up in the air, pushes it out. Into the 18-yard box, and coming out and making the save is Marikas. Philip Marikas coming off his line, making a save. Down to Central, intercepted here by Quinga. Here's Lillard. Lillard just taking his time. Ball on the outside of Lindio. Reese. Still on a soccer ball. Drives it over to Hooser. And in the Central, they try to work the passing game. Hawaii State champions still trying to do something in this match. They try to get one in the back of the net. There's no weak teams in this tournament. Everybody has done something big time in order to get here. They've gotten, I was going to say the word jewelry. You could call it that way. But they've got some serious hardware in order to be in this tournament. But when you look at all the teams that are out there on the West Coast, there's some great teams. And you may run into the juggernaut. But you do your best you can, and you learn, and your program gets better and better. It develops. Your players get better and better. Who knows? You might see those guys again one day down the road playing for somebody else. Maybe playing in college. It happens. Free kick. Down to the last minute or less. Shearer has a header into the box, but they don't do anything with it. It's Wuthridge. Headmans it up to the Central, looking for Otani, and Otani tried to get to that soccer ball, but the man that was there was Shearer, and he was able to ward him off the soccer ball and push that ball out of play. But Jaron Otani has played well in this match. And he just hasn't been able to get the one he wants. Neither has his teammates, who putting a lot of effort. They've shown the reason why they're here in various segments of the game. But in this particular instance, it's going to be the Scottsdale Blackhawks that are going to set themselves up very well to get down the road towards the quarterfinals. It's a whole week of action. And you start off the day on a rather cold day up here in Lancaster, California for June. But don't think that's going to hold for the week is at. It's going to heat up. The throw in of the visitors from Maui. Won by the visitors from Arizona and driven out of play. Lindio gets it in. Austin Gibson, and that's the end of the match. Woo! The Scottsdale Blackhawks win it in a big way. 6-0 over the Maui United Soccer Club. And we hope you've enjoyed this match. Lancaster National Soccer Center in Region 4, the far western regionals of the USYS. And we will be back with closing comments, but first interviews from those who participated in this match. Greg GK Porter back here with the Scottsdale Blackhawks 96, and you're?
Chase.
What's your last name, Chase?
Bischoff.
Chase, you were the keeper in the first half. Talk a little bit about what you were thinking about as an approach towards those guys.
They're pretty quick, and they like playing the ball over the top a lot. So I was trying to stay high so I could kick the ball away.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did a great job, and your team, is this is the second game, I guess, of the tournament so far, or first game?
First.
Okay. All right, so what do you think that you have to do the rest of the way in order to try to make it to the championship game? What does your teammates have to do?
I think we should have to stay focused and keep our work rate up.
Okay. What junior high you go to?
PCDS.
Okay, you like that school?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, anything, shout out to the rest of your teammates watching over there for the rest of this tournament?
No.
Or to your parents?
Shout out to Lorenzo.
Okay, that'll work. Hey, thanks, Chase.
Thank you.
And you are?
I'm Grant Galan.
Okay. Grant, talk about, again, what position you play, what your number is?
I am the right and left target, kind of like forward, and number 10.
Okay. A lot of fun to play in a game like this today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Takes a lot of pressure off once you get the big lead, right?
Yeah. It's easier that way.
What do you guys have to do to continue to get better and make it very tough for anybody to stop you and go on to the national championships? What do you guys got to do?
Work rate, stay connected, and focus.
Alrighty. What school you go to?
OLMC, Catholic school.
All right.
Yeah.
You like that school over there?
It's all right.
Okay. Alrighty. Any shout out to your teammates?
To Benny Boy, Clay's little brother.
All right. Congratulations. And you are?
I'm Austin Gates.
Okay. Austin, talk about, first of all, what positions you play out there and what's your number and everything?
Well, I'm number 21, right? And I play left and right target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what you guys were thinking about coming into this tournament, and then how you have already shown that you can do these things.
Oh, wait.
What was your first thoughts? What was your coach teaching you coming into this game today?
Stay focused, keep your work rate up, and stay connected.
Okay, and you guys did that very well today. Do you think you got to do anything more as the competition gets better?
We have to maybe play better balls and think more about, yeah.
Okay, because the defenders are going to be tough, and it's going to be tougher on the ball against you. Okay, what school you go to?
I go to Mountainside Middle School.
Okay, you like that school over there?
Yes.
All right. Okay, any shout out to your teammates watching over here?
No.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
And you are?
I'm Adam Mosharafa.
Okay. Adam, talk about, again, what position you play and what number you are and all that good stuff.
I'm number 13, and today I played 5 positions. I played forward, center mid, back, and both targets.
Okay. So you were all over the field. You know, playing all those different positions, you probably saw some things that were going to make you guys successful today, didn't you?
Yeah, our coach kept telling us to find the width, and, when we get out to the outsides, we play really well.
Okay. That's what you guys are going to have to do in order to be totally successful in this tournament, possibly win it. Do you think you have to do anything else yourself to push the pressure on the other guy?
You just got to keep focusing and working hard.
Okay. What school you go to?
I go to Mojave.
Okay. Like that school?
For school.
That was great. All right. Well, last thing you'd like to say is a shout out to your teammates or anybody watching this video?
Just Arizona's on the map.
There you go. And you guys definitely showed that today. And another teammate's going to come on over here from the Scottsdale Blackhawks, and you're?
Cal.
Okay. Talk about, you got the big flag there, and talk about basically how you guys had a focus to come in here and just dominate.
Well, basically, we had to really try hard to keep ourselves in the game. Once we got that early lead, we just had to keep the pressure on the team.
Okay.
A very good fit team from Hawaii. Very good opposing team.
State champion.
Yeah,
And
very
so,
good.
And so, what did you have to do to yourself to make this thing happen?
I really had to cheer on my team, really, pretty much.
Well, that's what we need also, or what your team needs, right?
Yes.
Okay. And anything else you'd like to say out to your teammates cheering?
No. Go Arizona, I guess.
Okay, let me talk to another player out there that was on the field today. That wasn't one of them, but I like the way he did that. And you are?
Simone Gutkin.
Okay. Simone, talk a little bit about the kind of thing that you guys started to think about in the second half. You had the first half won, but, they're going to try to get back into the game. What did your coach tell you?
He told us to play faster, find the width more, and that's it.
Okay. And that seemed to work, right?
It did work.
All right. It worked in a big way. What positions you play out there?
I played defensive mid.
Okay. What school you go to?
Kokopah Middle School.
Okay. You like that middle school over there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're looking forward to the temperatures getting hotter, and you guys are going to get hotter too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any shots out for your teammates?
No.
Okay. Another Scottsdale Blackhawks who won today, and you're?
I'm Lorenzo
Okay. Lorenzo, what's your last name, and what positions you play out there?
Bellison, and I'm right back.
Okay. Talk about, how it was out there. I mean, if I wanted to be out there and I was your age, how much fun was it?
It was lots of fun playing.
Okay. Anything that you guys are going to have to do as teammates to make this whole thing be a championship and go on to the national championship?
Well, like my motto, we have to dream, achieve, and achieve more.
Okay. Well, that's a great motto, and if you guys could do that, hey, who knows? You guys might be the ones who win the Region 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll be mentioning you guys like I mentioned the 2008 winners and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But what school you go to?
I go to Ingleside.
There you go. Good school over there, good teachers and subjects and stuff you like?
Yes.
All right. Okay, any shout out for your teammates?
I like to thank Gino for supporting me throughout life.
Okay.
My brother.
That sounds good to me. Anything else?
No.
All right. Thanks. Good luck. And another Scottsdale Blackhawk, and you're?
Zach Shear.
Okay, Zach, what positions you play out there, and then talk about, just the nature of the way you guys approach things today.
I play center back, and we played pretty good and won.
Okay. Was it a lot of fun out there? I mean, you guys put up 6 goals. That doesn't happen too often in youth sports, or at least not youth soccer.
It was fun.
All right, that's good. That's good. What school you go to?
I go to Desert Canyon Middle School.
Okay. Good teachers and subjects over there that you like?
Not really.
All right. Okay. Shout out for your teammates?
No.
All right. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next. Okay, come on back a little bit here, and you are?
Will Goff.
Okay. Will, talk about what positions you play out there on the field, your number and everything, and then just talk about you guys' success today.
I play left and right target. I'm number 16, and we played pretty good. Put our hearts out on the field and just finished it off.
You got to try to do that every game, right?
Yeah, we'll have to pick up the intensity to play these higher-ranked teams, I should say. But.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you guys are on the right track. You guys got the ball moving in the right way. So, what school you go to?
Desert Canyon Middle
Okay.
School.
You like that school over there?
Sucks.
Okay. Sometimes that happens, right?
Pretty much every school.
School to school, right? We're glad you're into the summertime, so you don't have to worry about it, right?
Hoorah.
There you go. Any last shout-outs for your teammates?
I'd like to thank Lorenzo Bellison for just being my heart and soul and just guiding me through the way.
Well, that'll help. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. And next for the Scottsdale Blackhawks, what number are you and what positions did you play out there today? And talk about your team and how you guys just approach those guys.
I'm Clay Kiggins. I'm number 5, and I play left back. And we played good, but we just need to play a little bit faster.
Okay.
That's it.
So you guys can turn that dial up, and just like possibly tomorrow and the rest of the week, they're going to turn the heat up. You guys can turn the dial up.
Yeah, and we need to shoot the ball more. We didn't shoot at all. We just top the 18. We just need to shoot more.
Okay, so basically you guys kind of got the kinks out today and still put up 6.
Yeah.
Okay. What school you go to?
I go to Cheyenne.
Okay. Is that a good school for you?
No, it's the worst school ever. I hate it.
But you made it through it. It's summertime, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You don't got to think about it for a while.
Yeah. Thank God.
All right. Any shout-outs for your teammates?
No, but yes. I'd like to make a shout out to Tyler. That he. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Congratulations. Next. And you are?
Tyler Godbeer, number 7.
Okay. Tyler, talk about, just the positions you played out there and just the approach that you guys have in practice. And obviously you guys are state champions for Arizona. Yep. Am I not right?
Yep, you're right.
Okay. And what you guys plan on doing, this time? Were you guys in the regionals last year?
No, actually, we lost in the finals.
Okay. So this year, you made it across that threshold, and now you're trying to go ahead and maybe make it to the next threshold, which is the national championships, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you got to just continue to play like the way you did today, right?
Yep, but maybe even get the ball out wide more and to shoot more.
And kind of turn the dial up on the defenders. Okay, good. What school you go to?
Pope John.
Okay. Like it or not like it?
It's okay for a Catholic school.
Okay, all right. Okay, any last shout out for your teammates?
I'd like to thank Philip for always being there for us.
That'll work. Congratulations. And lastly, we can have 2 at the same time. Nah, we'll keep the 1 like we've been doing. Come on, if you want to.
Hi. I am the official team shoe shiner and ball pumper.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Oh, all right. Next. You guys have a lot of fun, don't you? And you're?
I'm Philip.
Okay. Philip, what's your last name?
Marikas.
Okay. You were the keeper at the very end of the game. You made a super save on one of the plays. Otherwise, they got one in the back of the net, right?
Yes.
So does your team play this role like this as far as you being the second half keeper, or maybe you may start off the game? I mean, how does it work?
I usually play second half, but in state cups, I usually play the whole game.
Okay. Well, you got a chance to kind of see how everything was going and stuff, and then you jumped out on the action. Does your team have to do anything drastically different, or just dial it up a little bit more to get to the national championship?
We didn't have a good game today, but usually we're like on top of our game so we can beat the top teams.
Okay. So maybe when the weather kind of heats up, here you guys come, huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something for the rest of the teams to think about. Which school you go to?
I go to Cheyenne Traditional School.
Okay. That traditional school is good or bad?
It's great.
Okay. That sounds good. I know your parents are gonna like that one. I'm sure you like the break though. The summertime you're out of it.
No.
No, you still got to keep going.
Yes, but I love learning, you know.
Sounds good. Great answer. Well, one last shout out for your teammates who are they're standing behind over here on the side.
I have two.
All right.
I love Tyler, if he left somewhere, and I'm Greek.
Okay. And I've been to Greece, so I like that too.
Beautiful, huh? Beauty.
It is, and you know, and I thank them for helping my San Diego Chargers too, because I'm from San Diego.
I like that.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty, and so that's pretty much going to do it. A fun bunch from Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, the 96 team. And I tell you what, for the rest of the teams in Region 4, they've got some work to do dealing with these guys, because these guys seem to be determined to make state history and make it to the national championships. And they very well might do that. But in all the action today, we hope you enjoyed it. The visitors from Hawaii, thank you for being on LangevinProductions.com, and we always love you when we get a chance, and it was a great tournament last year. And good luck to you in the rest of the tournament. For Greg G.K. Porter and George Langevin on the camera saying, take care of yourself, God bless, and save this one on the hard drive.